Hey guys, today we have the one and only Model Y Juniper refresh here, and Tesla has invited me out to do a test drive for you guys. I'm going to tell you all about it. You guys need to go see my in-depth review of this awesome car. This is my driving experience with it, so let's get started. And just a quick overview of a few things on the outside of this Model Y that makes it a little bit different than the previous model is this huge light bar going across the front, giving off Cybertruck vibes. But what's missing is that Tesla logo right there in the middle of the front. Don't know if they'll add that, but it's missing so far. I need you to go check out me on my socials. I love checking out cars on the side, but I post all of my best content in the link below. Plus, you'll get to see the review of this awesome new Model Y Juniper refresh. Moving along, we have our brand new 19-inch Aero wheels here that you can also get in a 20-inch option. Then moving down, we have our blacked out trim, of course, looks super nice. Shares a couple parts from the previous models anyways. Coming along, it just looks a little sharper than normal. So I think they did a little bit more to this car. They did change the fenders to fit that new headlight design, the light bar design. So I think it gave it like a little more sharper line coming down the side of this car. And moving along the back of this Model Y here, the back is completely different. We have a new spoiler here, which looks super cute. We have this brand new tail light bar design, and you can barely see your little ambient light above this Tesla logo right there in the daytime. It's much more prominent at night. But we do have Tesla across the back here instead of just the normal T. Of course, this is the launch edition, so we have the brand new launch edition badge, a brand new diffuser, and I mean, just look at it. But doesn't it give you Prius vibes? It definitely does. But it looks way better than a Prius. So I really like this car. I think it is super fun, super sporty, and I really like the little touches they did with the launch edition. And getting into the trunk of the new Model Y, you just press the button right under your camera there. And one of my favorite features about this trunk area is finally these back seats are fully electric. And to do that, you can't just click them both at the same time. You have to do sort of a click, click, two different times. And I love that it moves the front seats forward so that it can lay all the way down back there, and it'll push the front seats back after they are laid down to put them back in their closest position. And there is so much room back here. You can fit a ton of stuff. It is so wide. I love the space in the Model Y. It is a very roomy vehicle. Now, let's jump into the inside. And when you hop inside your launch edition Model Y Juniper refresh, it shows this nice launch edition animation across your screen, which is cool. And then just first impressions of this black interior here. It's just a black interior. I really like the white over this. It's really just basic, but they did add some Alcantara into the black instead of just the new gray material that they added into the white interior. And of course, we have some Alcantara across the dash here, which kind of goes into the door. But then they have the new kind of grayish material that's on the white Model Y interior. And I don't know if it really meshes well together. Maybe they should have just stuck with one or put the gray across the dash. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I feel like it could have flown a little bit better. But so far, it's just a basic black interior to me. I really prefer the white. It looks more premium, more luxury, especially for what you're paying for this car. But the steering wheel feels good. It feels kind of softer than the previous models. They felt like more ridgy and stuff like that in their materials, but this is like really, really soft. And then we have our new kind of Tesla design right here in our airbag, and we have some of this gray kind of metally, kind of holy material. I don't know, but it makes sounds. So in our turn signal, like I mentioned in the driving portion, you just do one little half kind of click up and then one kind of half click down to stop it. And then it's just like a little tiny gesture you know, but when you do half click it down or up, it is like a full continuous turning signal. It doesn't just do the 3 or the 5 sequence turn signal there. And of course, one of my favorite features of any Tesla is this huge pane of glass right above your head going all the way back. And it is the new double pane, plus it is tinted. So it'll keep some sunlight out, keep it cooler in the cabin. And it looks really good. It really fits with the dark aesthetic of this car. I'm sure it will really help with those summer days. All right, first drive in the brand new Tesla Model Y Juniper refresh. And we are taking off outside of this parking lot here. So to do that, you have your little screen thingy here and you press forward to go. And let's go. I'm so excited because they did so many little updates to make everything just a little bit better in this car than the previous Model Y. Let's get out of this parking lot right here. Okay. Regular turn and signal there. You just have to press it once and it doesn't do like the 3 or the 5 click. It just keeps clicking until you go and you do your turn. And it's like a weird kind of push down feeling. Like it doesn't like go down to turn. It's just a simple little push up, a simple little push down. I like that. Very smooth right off the bat. I'm hitting like multiple little dips and bumps in the road. The suspension definitely feels like super comfortable, which is exactly what you want for an SUV. And Tesla also did brand new double pane glass all around this car for more sound deadening from the outside and to keep your good sounds from your brand new speaker system too inside. So, I mean, it's awfully quiet around here, which is super nice. Visibility is okay. It's kind of a little small back window back there, but you have your whole 360 surround cameras, so you don't have to worry about that too much. I just really love the feeling of this car. It's so freaking smooth, and that's what I love about Teslas in general, is they're just nice, okay? Like, they're so nice, and they're so affordable, and they're just, like, yeah, some have their quality issues, but, like, it's awesome. You have a freaking Tesla. And let's go a little quick here, okay? Oh my gosh, that was only up to like 60. That felt so good. Ah, a perfect smooth acceleration just puts you straight back in your seat. And I can definitely tell because they have a acceleration enhancement with the launch edition that comes standard. And you can definitely tell in between this and a performance Model Y. And I love the visibility of this huge windshield here. That's also one of my favorite features about the SUV Teslas, especially the Model X. I absolutely love that, how it went literally all the way up and you can just see absolutely everything. But this one is very big, very wide, and these windows are huge, so you're not really missing much around you. The brakes feel really good. The regen feels really good. Like, slows down perfectly when you let your foot off the gas. Everything is just so quiet. Once again, like, that's all I can, like, focus on. Because I'm so used to some of my older Teslas that I've had have just, like, wind noise all around. And that was actually one of the quality issues that we had with one of ours. And I'm so glad that they have just, like, listen to their customers. You know, people say, hey, it's windy sounding in here. And they're like, okay, got you. I feel like this was a great car for them to fix all their issues in because one, the Model Y is like a really hot selling car, right? So a lot of people want SUVs and they were like, what better car to fix all these things on than the SUV that people want? So they did a little acceleration enhancement on the launch edition, so it's a little bit quicker than like a standard new Model Y, just regular Juniper. But so far, this is just super nice. The steering feels good. It's a Tesla. It puts you where it needs to go, you know, like they're obviously very good with their steering and their precision in these cars. So they did put a brand new sound system in this car as well, and apparently it really thumps. I can't show you music because of copyright, but that's what the Tesla guy told me, and he said it is super awesome and way better than any sound system in any of their other cars. And I'm sure it sounds a lot better in here too because of the new double pane windows, really keeping that sound in here and just thumping. And this one is the black interior, which I'm a fan of the white interior. It just looks so good and it just stays so clean, even though nobody thinks that, but it's really easier to clean than the black one. This black isn't bad, but it's just like very basic. I really like how they had the white one with like the gray and like the color ambient lights around, and it just looked better, you know, more like premium, more pristine. Because you are paying, I mean, quite a bit for this Tesla, right? But this is just very basic. We got some like of the same materials from the white interior, this gray here, but we do have some Alcantara here on the doors. But other than that, I mean, it's very basic black interior. I feel like they just made this car more sporty overall, and I really like it. I really like all the new materials. The seats feel very good. They're very comfortable. I I feel like almost a little more bolstery in these than previous Tesla seats. And I feel like they have put some more like cushions in them and things like that. They do have ventilated seats, which is great. Tesla has finally listened to their customers and fixed the ventilated seats issues from the older models where they tried it out and it really didn't work. So I think that is like honestly one of the best features about this new refresh, because ventilated seats are super hard to find, ones that actually work right. So props to you, Tesla. It's about freaking time. So there is an ambient light strip that goes all the way across the dash and onto your door panels, going all the way to the back. And during the day, they are off by default, but he said in the settings you could go in there and kind of manually turn that back on if you want to see your little light strips during the day, which of course I wouldn't want to. Big light person. And it's super cute. It like really puts everything together, lets you personalize your car as you want. And the suspension does feel firmer. Like it still is very comfortable though. Like I'm going over all these like little bumps and ruts in the road and you hardly feel them. Like I can feel it just soaking up these little ruts and stuff like that. And if you thought this car was cool, you have got to check out the others that I have reviewed.